Have you ever been to someone's house and seen their dog that just won't stop barking? It can be extremely annoying and you're just there like, shut your fucking mouth, eh? But it won't shut up. You see, the dog knows that if it barks enough, it will receive a treat and eventually stop barking. This can be compared to your primitive brain, often referred to as the lizard brain. When you're watching explicit videos, or like everyone wants to call it, porn, your brain becomes flooded with thoughts about women to the point where you feel like you must relieve yourself. I'm sure you can all relate to this experience, we've all been there. It feels like a never-ending torture with your brain holding you hostage, demanding immediate gratification. It's as if your brain becomes your enemy, insisting that you give it what it desires. This lizard brain of yours runs uncontrolled, influencing your actions, opening up explicit content in 10 different tabs and stealing your attention from important tasks. This continuous exposure to pornography can have detrimental effects on your brain, and that's what I want to discuss with you today. I've personally been in your shoes and I understand the struggle, so consider this intervention as I share 5 significant ways in which pornography is destroying your brain. And let me tell you something, you should pay close attention because the last point will definitely blow your mind and it will change your perspective entirely. Firstly, one of the main reasons why pornography is harmful to your brain is that it destroys your perception of women in real life. When was the last time you genuinely found a woman attractive while walking down the street or interacted with a girl because you genuinely appreciated her as a person? I'm going to take a wild guess here and assume that you don't find most women in real life appealing anymore. Do you know why is that? You may attribute this to various factors like TikTok, feminism, society or whatever, making it hard for you to see women as attractive. But let's be honest here. There are plenty of attractive women all around you, yet you've become numb to their presence. Your brain has become used to extreme and explicit videos you see online to the point where real-life women seem ordinary and unremarkable. Take this for example, it's like eating vegetables after enjoying in a delicious bowl of ice cream full with creams, chocolate dressings and everything. You simply don't find the vegetables as satisfying anymore. This dangerous trend trains your brain to only respond to women who meet a certain unrealistic standard, making it difficult to appreciate the beauty of those around you. And the worst part is that women that you find now attractive are not good partners, man. They will destroy your life. Trust me, I've been a witness to situations like that a lot. You don't want a woman like this in your life. Secondly, consuming pornography leads you to watch videos like the one we're discussing right now. Let's be honest here, you probably didn't plan to be here watching this video. Can you admit that you have a problem, mate? I'm talking directly to you through this camera. While using your time to learn valuable skills or engaging in activities that improve your life, you find yourself watching videos about being free from pornography. Meanwhile, there are guys out there living their lives to the fullest, enjoying relationships, building their business, having a great social life, and look at you. You can't even go and talk to the girl you like. These guys are not sitting on YouTube watching videos about NoFap. They are out there gaining experiences, building connections, and embracing their desires without being consumed by the negative effects of pornography. They have support systems in place, which you can also find through various communities. Speaking of a community, I have the best one out there, where hundreds of guys that have been in your shoes are helping each other every single day. I have nothing to sell you on this channel, but this community is something that I've put effort in it and I believe in it a lot. You can find the link below this video, it's completely free and you can give it a try. Now that you've joined, it's time to redirect your attention towards practical knowledge that will benefit you in real life situations. The third way pornography harms your brain is by robbing your valuable time. Considering not only the act itself of beating your meat part, but also the entire process leading up to it. You lock yourself in a room, make sure no one is around, and open multiple tabs, spending hours browsing to explicit content. This time-consuming process can easily take up an hour and a half for a single video session, if not more. Just imagine what you could have accomplished within that time. You could have learned a new skill, read a book, exercised, worked on a personal project, or spent quality time with friends and loved ones. Instead, You chose to invest your time in a temporary pleasure that ultimately leaves you feeling empty and unsatisfied. What are you doing, man? You gotta understand this. Time is a precious resource that cannot be brought back once it's gone, and you're wasting it on a thing that's harming your brain and stealing from your future success. The fourth consequence of pornography on your brain is the drastic impact it has on your relationships. Pornography creates unrealistic expectations and fantasies that are difficult for real-life partners to fulfill. It can lead to dissatisfaction with your partner and constant desire for more excitement, like the endless variety of new things in porn. This can ruin your relationship, create feelings of emptiness, and destroy trust and intimacy. Just imagine this: you're watching porn and your brain is getting used to looking at other men literally f***ing women. So what are you doing is conditioning your brain to release dopamine when you watch someone else f*** your girl. Now in your head you start having these weird fantasies of a whole football team teaming up on your girl. You want to be that guy. On top of that, watching too often can lead to a decreased interest in real-life sex, as your brain becomes conditioned to the hyper-stimulating and easily accessible content online. This can result in a reduced sexual connection with your partner and difficulties in forming and maintaining healthy relationships. And I tell you this not just to get more watch hours on YouTube and more views on whatever. I tell you this because I felt the negative effects of porn myself. Would you believe me that sex became less enjoyable and my wood wouldn't get hard enough so it can do the job? Do you want this to happen to you? Of course not. I mean, I want you healthy, I want you to succeed, so trust a man who's been through that shit. Finally, and perhaps the most impactful consequence of pornography on your brain is the rewiring of your brain's reward system. When you watch porn, your brain releases dopamine, which is a thing that our brain associates with pleasure and reward. Over time, repeated exposure to pornography can lead you to being less sensitive, requiring more extreme and explicit content to achieve the same level of satisfaction. Let's say your level of dopamine is right here, let's say it's 0. You decide to do the dirty stuff and for a moment your dopamine hits the ceiling and it's like, let's say, at 100. So when you're done, your dopamine doesn't just drop to 0, it drops below, so now you're at like -5. And every time you repeat this action, your dopamine just decreases more and more and more, and now you can't get your wood hard when you're supposed to f*** a girl. And it's just because she's a normal good-looking girl and not some slut online with fake ass. Now that you are aware of the 5 key consequences of pornography on your brain, you must take action and save yourself. Recognize that you have the power to break free from this harmful habit. I know it starts when you're alone, so seek support from friends and communities just like the one I mentioned, remember, down below this video. Redirect your time and energy towards activities that promote personal growth, build genuine connections, and cultivate a healthy, fulfilling life. Remember, your brain has incredible potential, and by freeing yourself from the grips of pornography, you can unlock a brighter and more successful future. I believe in you, my friend, and I'll see you in the server.